Okay, so that looks like your blood pressure's all fine, and I can't hear anything wrong with your heart, which is good news.
Oh.
You're still looking a bit worried about that.
Well, it's this breathlessness. I've not had it before, and I mean, what else can it be?
It's not your heart, and I don't think it's your blood pressure. But I think the main reason for the fact that you're a bit breathless is that you are quite overweight, and you do smoke pretty heavily. Have you had any thoughts about giving up at all?
I don't think I could, really.
Right. Why is that?
Well, I enjoy a smoke with my friends, you know, and I've been smoking for 30 years. I've been smoking since I was 15.
Right.
You know, you sort of get used to it, don't you? It's something you do
It's a long habit.
Yeah, and it helps with the stress as well, because, you know, when you're in a stressful situation, go outside nowadays, you have a cigarette, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I think about my dear old granddad, he's dead now, God bless his soul, but he died at 90. Right. But he'd been smoking all his life. He
smoked all his life.
Heavily, really heavily.
There's always a few like that,
Yeah, so
isn't
you
there?
don't think it's going to affect you, it's not in the family or anything.
Yeah, I mean, you've obviously heard about all the problems with smoking and the effect that it does have on your health, and causes long-term lung damage, you know, that you may be at the beginning of if the cause for the breathlessness is smoking. Causes heart disease, causes all sorts of health problems, and you know, I think it would benefit you a lot to give up. Is there anything you think could help you giving up?
Well, I tried that gum stuff, but
right.
I didn't get on with that.
No, why was that?
I just don't use chewing gum.
Right,
You know,
okay.
Always looked a bit daft, man. My mates lighting up nice.
Sitting in the pub with a bit of
chewing.
Right, okay. Anything else, or was it just the gum that you've tried?
Yeah, just the gum I tried, yeah.
Okay. Would you like me to go through some of the other options for nicotine replacement?
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Okay, so you've got something called an inhalator, which is a bit like a cigarette. It's a plastic tube that you can sort of suck on when you feel craving for a cigarette. There's also patches. The advantage of the patch is that it's sort of continuous release of nicotine. And a nasal spray is another sort of short-acting option that we can give you. Sort of just give a squirt up the nose when you need to. I mean, the advantage of all of them is they put nicotine into your system, so cut down the craving for the cigarette and do help you stop.
But they must have side effects, all these things.
Yeah, some of them do, and I guess it depends which way you're taking them. So the patches can have side effects of irritating the skin a bit. The nasal spray can irritate the nose and the throat a bit, particularly when you first start. It does tend to settle down. So yeah, there are a few side effects, but I think in the long run, the benefits pretty much outweigh the side effects, and you are twice as likely to stop smoking using nicotine replacement as opposed to just using willpower on its own.
Right. I mean, there's lots of things. What would you suggest?
Well, I would suggest you give it another try, and maybe something like using the nasal spray.
Right, so this nasal spray, so when would I use that?
Well, you use it whenever you get the craving for a cigarette.
Yeah.
So you squirt it into your nose. So you look at the instructions on the packet, they'll tell you exactly what to do. And then gradually over the course of weeks, we'll cut down on how much you're using until you get to the point where you hardly need it, and then you can just stop. And by that time, hopefully all the cravings and things should have gone.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I'm willing to give anything a go, really. So, yeah, I'll try that.
That's great. Well, should we set a date to stop now, then?
Set a date? Why would you do that?
Well, I think it just helps if you can say, well, from this date, I'm going to stop from then on, and you can get your friends and your family on board to bully you a bit. And
right, okay. Right, so I'll set a date. Well, I'm going on holiday.
Okay.
And I'll be away from my mates for a couple of weeks then.
So that might help. What about your family? Will they be supportive of you?
Oh, yeah, they're always going on about giving up smoking. My wife and my daughter, always going on about it. So I know they'll be very pleased.
So they'll be right behind you.
Oh, yeah, that'll help. So, well, if I sort of started, you know, when I go on holiday, yeah?
Okay.
I'm going away for 2 weeks.
Okay, well, that's a good idea. So how about I give you a prescription, you can get the stuff, and I'll give you enough for 2 weeks, and then you can come back to us after a couple of weeks, and we can see how you're getting on, and reduce the dose if necessary, or just continue at the same dose if you feel that's what you need. Shall I give you a leaflet just to help you out? It just tells you a little bit more about it. There you go. You mentioned the fact that well, I mentioned the fact that you're a bit overweight as well.
Yeah.
How much exercise do you manage to do?
Not very much at all. I mean, I like walking, but I don't really get the time to do it.
Okay, because that would probably help the breathing as well, losing a bit of weight. I mean, upping the amount you walk would be important, but also, you know, we try and advise people to try and get the heart rates up as much as possible on at least 3 occasions in a week, so for 10, 20 minutes. Really, so a really brisk walk with a dog be good, or taking up something like swimming or...
Yeah, oh no, then I'll stick to walking.
Stick to walking, but do fast walking, because it doesn't really, you know, just pootling along slowly with the dog doesn't really count as exercise. So, you know, you have to get on your trainers and really start to move.
Oh yeah. Okay, well I'll try that as well, yeah.
Try that too and see how you go.
Yeah.
We also run a stop smoking clinic here at the surgery. Is that something you would consider coming to?
What's that about? What's this?
Well, our healthcare assistant runs a clinic in which she sort of brings you back. She can give you some counselling, some other strategies, and you could also meet with other people who are trying to stop at the same time.
Oh right. No, I'm not. That's not really me. That, you know, I'm not a stand-up. I'm Colin. I'm a smoker type. I'm not into that. So no.
Okay.
You'd
rather just do it with the support of your family.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And what about your friends?
Well, we'll see how it goes. I mean, they'll have a laugh, I suppose. But
do they smoke themselves, or?
Oh yeah, they're big smokers. All my mates smoke.
Okay, so that maybe you could persuade them to give up with you.
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay. All right, so we'll give you that prescription then, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Well,
Yeah.
in fact, a month's time, so when you get back from your holiday.
Yeah. Okay then. Thanks,
Okay.
Doctor.